Cheers to you all. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, we are going to do some good energy reviving and balancing today. Are you ready to embrace benevolence? Are you ready to build up your immune system to have beautiful receptors for beautiful, flexible energy to accommodate your basic needs and desires? That is what this class is the theme. That is the theme of this class today. Cheers to you. I'm having a little morning coffee with my gut shot that you can get at all kinds of different health food stores. I don't know if they have them in Maine. They might have it in Publix and Kroger. I don't know. I get mine from the Amazing Nuts and Berries. I'm at the bottom, so I'm just going to bottle it. Cheers to our guts, because you need guts. You need some guts to defend the benevolence in your life, don't you think? Beet, ginger. I think I'm out of green juice today, but I've got my ginger beet, and that makes me so happy. Yes. Yes. Today is a yes day. Some days are no days. Some days are yes days. It's just this universal receptor, kind of like polarities that exist, because this is a dual universe. We've got the villain and the hero inside of us. And sometimes we just have to fight out the duality that exists within and without. Everything within is without. All the stars in the sky are the same stars in my head. How do you protect yourself? How do you protect your gut? It's all a mind game in a way. Your mind plays tricks on you and says, oh, you deserve hate. Oh, you should fear this. And it takes a lot of courage and a lot of guts to say, I'm not scared of that. I'm not going to be scared of that silly thing. I am going to be courageous and share my love with the world and show the world that there's more love than fear. There's more love than hate. And the only way we can overcome fear is by being that love and pushing it out of us like a newborn baby. Oh, okay, that sounded like a goat for some reason. But anyway, let's pay attention to our heartbeats and our breath. Okay, we've got some agua here as well to hydrate. There are a lot of invisible things, a lot of invisible stressors on our system. And the only way to fight the invisibility, it's like fighting ghosts. The only way is by acknowledging your ability to see in the dark, your ability to see what's invisible. And one of the only ways to do that is to honor your intuition. So that's a big part of realizing that sinister energies in this world, the malevolent energies in this world that are keeping us down, are not flexible to your basic needs. So if you feel controlled in any way, there might be malevolent energies. And it could even be your own mind controlling you. Your own mind can be a malevolent mind because it's not being flexible to your basic needs. If you have a basic need to just feel joy for the day, to praise, to feel gratitude for this gorgeous day, and your mind says, you don't deserve to be grateful. You don't have this in your life. You haven't achieved this yet. You are a failure. Well, your mind's being malevolent, that's a new word, because your basic need is to just survive. The fact that you're even alive today is a freaking miracle. And if you're going to put yourself down for anything, then you're not acknowledging that you're even alive. And so there's a malevolent force in your life that's trying to hold you down and not appreciate your own life and the gift of life that this is. Whether or not you're in the relationship or the job that you want, you are still a miracle. And that's what the benevolent force is telling you. And how do you cling to the benevolence of the sunshine and the forest that gives us the beautiful vibrations instead of the people plowing the forest away, which is so hard to ignore. And we fight against that as well. But in the meanwhile, go to the forest and drink from the fountain of youth. I see a comment from Patrick. Yes, today instead of yesterday. You're a wordsmith. I can't wait to hear your first #1 rap, Mr. Z Murphy. That's going to be a fun listen for the world. So get on it, my friend. All right. I hope that was a fun little motivational speech for you all. Sinister energies do not allow you the flexibility of your own basic needs and desires. No, no, my friend. The sinister energies, they want you to forget about that. They want to forget that you even have goals of your own, that you even have desires of your own. They're trying to put their agenda in you. And it's not good for anyone. So let's release like a bomb. Let's blow away other people's agendas that are sinister and really embrace your own goals, which are benevolent, hopefully. Embrace your benevolent goals. You might have malevolent goals too. Embrace the benevolent ones today, because 22222 was yesterday, and that gives us a yes today to say, my dreams are birthing. Everything in the universe is aligning for all of my dreams to come true. Be ready to be wowed, to be blessed, because you are in the zone, and just get ready to receive. You know, it's not easy if someone just pours a bunch of diamonds on you and they go scattered around the floor. Have your bags ready. Expect good things so that you can collect them efficiently and cleanly and savor them for you and your loved ones. So let's pay attention to our breath, pay attention to our heartbeats, pay attention to our toes and our feet, pay attention to our eyes and our lips and our ears. Every cell in your body is breathing, not just your mouth and your lungs and your esophagus. Wow, I see 3 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Thumbs up to you as well for being here. If I can give you a thumbs up on your channel of who you are. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeat. Notice the sweetness of the breath that you're breathing in, the air that you're breathing in. Recognize the sweetness that you're breathing in, that which serves you. There might be toxins in there, so release. Anything that you breathed in that's not good for you is coming out. Let the nectar of life settle deep into your gut. protect yourself with amethyst energy. Share your intentions, please. Greetings, everyone. Allah 5. I love life as you love life. I honor your deepest creation in this life. And I encourage you to love yourself and be yourself for the highest good. My name is Aviva. My intention is to be here with all of you today, to receive and attract benevolence that allows us to be flexible and ever-changing with our basic needs and desires. Patrick is outside in the sun. Oh yeah, get it, boy. It is a gorgeous day. His intention is to enjoy class as long as possible and grateful for the joy. All right. Any other intentions out there? Allah 5 to easiness. The more we greet what is easy and loving in our lives, the less we feel the stress and the strife. Focus on the benevolence, and the malevolence doesn't have as much power because you are choosing the benevolence over the malevolence. You are choosing the easy flow over the having to swim upstream for everything in your life. You are choosing the love unconditionally instead of the controlling, conditional, fearful love. You are not closing the doors, you are opening the doors. That's the difference between Kyo and Jitsu. Jitsu is a closed door. When you press on it, it becomes more and more closed. Kyo is the open door. When you press on it, it becomes more and more full and open. Any other intentions? Today is a powerful day, my friends. Feel your power. Don't be scared of it. Sometimes we cling to strife and stress because our power is so big that we really want to limit it. We're scared of being so big. We were taught that big might be bad. But the benevolent bigness, my friends, can't be bad because it's inclusive. It's not exclusive. Malevolent bigness is bad because it's exclusive. It's like putting a blanket over the sun and not the sunshine can't come in. But benevolence bigness, it lets everyone in. It lets even the bad in. But it doesn't matter because the benevolence is bigger. All right, let's breathe in our intentions. Release anything in the way. Breathe in intentions. Breathe in relaxation. Release shame, release guilt, release feeling you're doing something wrong. Breathe in relief. SOS. Breathe out those who stop you from getting help. Breathe in all the magical helpers in your life. Breathe out malevolence. Breathe in benevolence, strength, love. Breathe out fear, stupidity, hang-ups. Sit with yourself. You're magnificent. The unconditional love that you have for yourself. Your ability to be flexible with yourself. Your ability to be human, to fart, to poop, to burp. Your ability to bleed and heal. Your ability to be honest and raw and ugly and beautiful. Let's start with some powerful cleansing of the third eye, my friends. And let me remind you, there's nutritional things that we can do to boost that third eye, pineal gland, clogging up, calcification, kraut juice. Every last drop of it. Watercress. All the fingers together to boost the connection to your pineal gland, to boost the connection to remembering, to connecting with your inner knowing. Come on, this is what people naturally do, to think. There's a wisdom in the fingertips. Feel the gentle push of fingertips against each other. What is the temperature? What is the power of your fingers? What kind of electricity do they have with each other? Does it tingle? Does it feel blocked? Does it feel energized? Does it feel fluid? Your vision, your ability to look at things. I think this can be really painful for folks who are autistic out there who could be watching. Sometimes your intuition is so much more powerful than your ability to even interact with people, and it becomes overwhelming. You can't look people in the eyes because the world of your intuition is not finding harmony with what you're seeing. You can't even look. So be gentle with yourselves. Thanks for the thumbs up. It's really painful to look pain in the eyes. It can be also painful to look love in the eyes because it unveils the pain that you feel. Have courage and strength, my friends, to look your intuition, your unconditional, loving intuition in the eyes. That tells you so much. Don't force people to look you in the eyes. It doesn't mean that they're not listening. It just means that they're not connecting fully with their hearts to you, but they might be connecting fully with themselves. And that's all they're capable of. So this is a fun little way, just the little rubbing of the fingers against each other. It's almost like a blankie, like this soothing way that you can soothe yourself. Like the rocking. Achoo! Got some anger out with that sneeze. Hey, someone took a thumbs up away. How did that happen? Maybe someone double liked it. All right, feel the intuition powers of your fingers like you're stoking a fire of that intuition. Your intuition matters and is seen. It's a lot of information to process, and it can feel overwhelming that your intuition does not meet the realities of what's going on in reality. It can feel overwhelming because you might feel responsible for then changing reality. It can make you bitter. It can make you feel hatred towards reality that is elusive to the blind eye. Highlighting the dark remote viewing. Maybe it'll soothe you to realize that it just takes one candle to light up the whole room. Have faith that your intuition can be a light to people's darkness. And I know that feels like a lot of responsibility, but it's just embracing the nature of who we are. Yes, I was just thinking that, though you might feel overwhelmed with being the one light, find those other lights, seek them out, shine your lights together. It is not all on you. Don't take all the burden on yourself. And I hope that's what we're forming here as a community together, to celebrate the lights that we are. I do whatever I can to at least go to places of business where I know other lights exist and interact humanly with people, because if I just stay at home, it is not feeding my basic needs of human interaction. Our gifts are meant to be shared in person a lot of the time. Notice your breath. Notice your breath as you connect with your intuition. Notice if you've blocked off your own intuition, and gently feel that pineal gland opening up. Just rest your fingers against each other like you're resting into someone's warm embrace. Where do you live now, Letting the Dark remote viewing? Are you in the USA? Sometimes we don't want to believe our intuition when it tells us that something's bad for us. Kind of like putting our hand on the hot stove and the hot stove is saying, "Get your hand off of me or you're going to be hurt." We don't want to believe that maybe a parent or parents or sisters or brothers are bad for us, but it's not that they're bad people. It's just that, oil and water doesn't always mix. And it's just because, you know, you might be a swan or you might be a duck in a family of rhinoceroses or something like that. It's not that you're both not beautiful. It's just that you can't be nurtured by each other in certain ways. So you got to find your tribe. Oklahoma. All right, y'all. Anyone else from Oklahoma? You got an Oklahoma friend here. Okay, so now we're just going to tap this third eye area and see if there's any physical resistance really gently. Nice, gentle taps on your intuition area. Just freeing up any of the resistance to that intuition. Mm. Mm. Wow. Feel the gentle release like the pitter pats of rain on your forehead, opening up the stress that you might feel from just squeezing away your own intuitive powers because you don't want to feel the resistance that you have to change because of the truth that you feel. Change is scary no matter what, even if it means us being more recognized and seen and heard and loved. It still means that you can be out of your comfort zone. Oh my gosh. Ooh. We don't always want to go into those cocoons to become butterflies because the cocoon feels yucky. But to metamorphosize into the beautiful wings, sometimes we got to go really deep down into the slime. Let's do some raking, pulling the tension away. Oof. Mm. Well, we are in Atlanta, Georgia, a lot of us. If you want to come down this way, we can use some Morgan energy over here. Okay, and let's do some chi massage on this area, just some nice gentle circles. In the other direction. A little tapping, either hand or both. Haven't spent too much time in South Carolina, but that sounds good. And a little faster. And faster. Notice the patience that you have with yourself and others. That's really important. When you have patience, it's a way that you are truly honoring your most basic needs and desires. Because basic needs and desires are ever changing and sometimes hard to please. And so it takes a lot of patience. And that way it helps you also serves the needs and desires of others. Do you need a drink? Do you need some hydration? Do you desire hydration? We're going to pull the lack of intuition or lack of intuitive awareness or lack of wanting to be intuitive or malevolent control out of your third eye. You pull it out, you throw it down to the ground, not onto other people or up into the sky. And just pull the calcification away, the hardenedness, the lack of flexibility, the rigidness. That's a hard concept for some people. I mean, I'm guilty of this. When I first started my healing journey and helping other people, I felt one of the most important things was to be very strict with myself, to be celibate, to be vegan, to be not embracing in any entertainment like TV. I still don't have a TV and whatnot. To only wear organic clothing, to only listen to 432 hertz music. I've been through all those phases, and I'm not saying that's not a good place to be. I honor you if you're being quote unquote rigid in that way or pure in that way. But I want you to know that we are human and we have basic needs and basic desires. And it's good to be patient and flexible with yourself and not too rigid, because rigidness is the energy of malevolence. Rigidness does not allow you to breathe and grow and change. And that, my friends, is a big part of the benevolent energy of the world. And it's so important to embrace that and honor it and have patience, even if you want to heal your liver, because the liver is patient and forgiving and flexible, and anything else can be harmful to the liver to deliver goodness. Pull that calcification, that rigidness out of the intuition, because if you are sure that you know something and you're sure that you love something so much, that can change the next day, and then you feel betrayed by yourself. And that hurts. Just a little more patting, pat, 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 pat that benevolence right into the intuition, knowing that your intuition, even if the intuition notices bad things, it's still your friend. Thank you for showing us the bad things and protecting us, even if we're disappointed because we wanted it to be good. And let's do some gliding with that energy, grounding it down to our bottom and the bottom of our feet. All right, we are going to stand up. I am going to appreciate the benevolence of any kind of donation you'd like to throw my way now or at the end of class or another day. I have a Cashapp. It's $ AATFP. I have a Patreon account. If you'd like to do a monthly backing of $3 a month, that would be so amazing. Or one or more. And you can also hit that $ today right there on the little chat area. I also do have a Zelle account that you are welcome to donate to me on. And that is my email. And you can email me any questions as well. There it is. Okay. Grounding is an incredible tool if you can't go barefoot outside, feeling that lightning energy of the ground, taking out those positively charged free radicals with the negative electricity of the earth. Then you can use a grounding mat like I have here today. Let's bring the energy to our heart. Let's ground our heart energy, holding the energy over the heart. Let's move the heart down like a refreshing waterfall that you're sticking your head under. Back and forth, keep those knees bent. Feeling benevolence shower over your heart. Blessings to you, Patrick. I hear Pluto is back. The planet Pluto. Maybe that's why I'm feeling such high vibrations. That's the timestamp to continue class, Patrick. Okay, now we're going to put our hands at our sides like this, and we're just gonna lift our heels up and bounce, and bring the toes up, heels down, toes up with the fingers up, heels. Okay, so we're exploring our flexibility, our suppleness of our energy. Feel each toe coming off the ground and gently coming back down. I just want to remind you this Monday we are doing 10:30 a.m. again. Enhancing our flexibility, our patience is key, my friends, to receiving the benevolence around us. Because sometimes we think that benevolence looks and smells and feels a certain way, and we're attracted to that energy because it's what we're used to. But it's time to be flexible and realize, oh, I didn't realize benevolence could look like that and smell like that and feel like that. Didn't even know that that existed. Like wakening up your endocannabinoid system. Now we're just going to do the heels down over and over again. And when you drop those heels down, feel those feet sink into the ground and feel yourself sink into the bent knee. Drop. Drop. Grounding yourself. Feel that strength. Release the negative energy, like the destructive energy that might have collected in the thighs. That's really common that toxins can settle in there because of how we sit all day long. And so that gets stagnant in the thighs. It also weakens the abdominal muscles when we collect toxins in the thighs from sitting for so long. It helps to sit cross-legged and stretch out the flow so the negative can keep flowing out and into the ground. So this just lifting the heels and dropping down into the nice knee squeeze helps to pump out, like squeezing out a sponge, helps to pump out the vibrations that aren't the best for your bodies, your naked sacred bodies. Your abdominal muscles, when they get weaker, the thighs overcompensate and you start using the thighs to walk around instead of the abdominal muscles. Hanging from a bar helps you to release the thighs and use the abdominal muscles, doing the pull-ups. Putting your legs against the wall, lying down, helps to relax those thighs. And using your abdominal muscles as you pump the legs up and down the wall. All of that helps to release the toxins that could have collected in your thighs, which therefore can cause knee pain, hip issues, even reproductive issues. So squeeze the thigh muscles also whenever you can, manipulating the muscle, massaging. Helps to also release the toxins that may have collected in those thighs. You might even feel like the thighs are almost not even connected to the body because they've become their own little dictators, telling you how to move and walk. That's an interesting concept. When you put a lot of your burdens on certain parts of you, then that part of you might feel entitled to lead the whole you because it has more energy in a sense. It has more power in a sense because you've released your own power onto them. You've burdened them with excess work. And so they're like, well, fine, I'm in control then because I'm doing the most work in your body. So the less you dump on certain parts of your bodies, the less you dump on people, the more power you will maintain in your core and in the proper balance and place. So we want to keep the abdominal muscles strong so the thigh doesn't feel like they want to overcompensate and take control of you, therefore weakening the abdomen, therefore causing lower back pain, knee pain, ankle pain, and all kinds of issues. Okay, so now let's do 5 more. Now we're going to do the QiGong exercise of being flexible. We're going to bring the feet shoulder width apart. Flexibility is key, my friends. Flexibility is key in receiving benevolence. I can't say that enough in this class today. And doing Qigong in general helps your flexibility immensely. So now we are going to explore our flexibility mentally and physically. I want you to think about areas of your life where you might be too rigid, too picky. We're going to go all the way to the right and then all the way to the left. We're going to keep those knees bent. We are going to keep the feet solid on the ground. So try not to lift the heels or the toes as you sway from side to side. It's okay if you're not swaying that much. I know you feel like, oh, I can go so much further if I lift my foot. You don't have to go far. Just feel the balance in between the right and the left. And if you're really able to feel your energy, you might actually literally feel those thighs working and releasing the stuck energy that might be in them. You might feel a little pain in your ankles as it doesn't know how to process the energy that might be coming through from the thighs. But just feel it gently open like a blooming flower and release onto the ground all that you don't need, all that is stuck, all the excess dumping that you put on the thighs. Or maybe it's trapped in those lymph nodes that are right where your leg meets your lower abdomen. And just let the arms do whatever you want, back and forth. Just let them flow. Oh, notice your breath. Good. Now, of course, I encourage you to do all these different creative movements all day long, but I want to remind you the basic Wu Gong that I teach on Mondays from Grandmaster Fu and the Ime medical Qigong philosophies is all encompassing to everything that we're talking about. So that was a piece from the Wu Gong. We're going to do another piece from the Wu Gong. You can do it as fast as 10 minutes, as slow as 20 minutes or 30 minutes if you take your time with the movements. But the first part of the Wu Gong is absorbing the energy from the heavens. So that is basically like making space for the benevolent energy in your life. So we're just going to do some of that where we just lower the left shoulder down and just release it and it usually just bounces back up. But if you have a lot of tension, then it will stay down. Back and forth. And the hands are like facing the back, knees are bent, feet are shoulder width apart, just back and forth. Opening up between the ears and the shoulders, keeping the chin down, the neck relaxed. And relax your face so there's a little smile, lips part. All right, both at the same time, we're going to circle back. And open up a little bit more. And release down nice and slow. And just hold it up here, receiving the love, receiving the good. Bending the knees. Even good energy can feel heavy. Hands in front. Holding that good energy. Cradling it. Feeling tension releasing in the body. Ah. A little lower with the hands. Receiving. You might feel some chi feelings as you do this, some shaking, some sweating, some feelings, some dense energy around you. All right, we are going to do our patting of energy in our throat area, working on speaking the love the best we can. Our diarrhea mouths sometimes get in the way of speaking love. All right, keep on doing that, my friends. Keep on doing that. How you feeling? We all say things that we're not proud of. We've all gone off on people in anger. So we're going to pull that destructive chi out of our mouths. And just the feelings of regret and guilt that we might have in saying things that might have hurt people or just didn't represent us with full integrity. Eh. Ugh. Ugh. Forgive yourself. Have the flexibility to realize you're human and that we don't always say what we mean. Insecurities and fears get in the way, and that's okay. Be flexible with yourself. Be unconditionally loving. Blah, 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 blah. It's not the end of the world. Uh, 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 it helps to kind of do that gurgle, the slight constriction, not hurting yourself with pushing out the air, but just letting it glide. Uh, 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 out of your eyes. Congratulations for coming to QiGong class today, y'all. It's like bringing your car to a car mechanic for a tune-up. These are our bodies. They're like majestic vehicles of spaceships, of cars. And, when we fix the little parts and shine them up and wash the windshields, it's like, wow, the mechanics of our body just work so good. And it's so great to appreciate like all the little mechanisms that our body is this vehicle of our light to travel in and through and with. All right, so we're going to do the third eye exercise. We're going to hold the fingers in front of our faces. It doesn't matter the distance. You're going to cross the eyes until we see a finger in the middle. If you can go further apart, then that also intensifies the exercise. You're actually strengthening your ocular muscles doing this exercise, which is also good for the neck muscles and the jaw. You're creating matter that does not exist. The finger that is between the fingers. You are creating an idea, a new beginning, an intuitive viewing of a different dimension, 5D awareness, perhaps. All right. Woo. Okay. So let's go ahead and open up the right hand in a V, slide it down the left side of the neck, and give yourself a little massage here. 2 more times. And the other side, please. Okay, so finally we're going to end class with doing our foot massage. Okay, I'm going to stand and do it. Why not? You can lie down and do it. You can sit and do it. I'm going to rotate each toe a few times in each direction and then pull the toe away from the foot. And then rotate the whole ankle, both directions. Bring the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. And then rub between the toes. Okay, and then find a point on the bottom of the foot or anywhere on the foot actually, and hold that for 20 seconds. Find a trigger point, a point where there might be some blocked energy. You are so welcome, Glenn. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Good job. Now you're going to go on the inside of the leg, under the knee. 2, 3, 4 fingers below. I'm going to find a point there and hold that for 20 seconds. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap up and down and brush. And then above the knee on the outside of the leg, you're going to do about 5 fingers above that and hold that for 20 seconds. Whoa. 15, 14, 13. And tap up and down. Ow! Little taps like that help to release that stuck energy. And brush, brush, brush. Feel those warm hands massaging those legs. You know, I did a lot of work releasing stuff from the inner thighs today, so get that moving, baby. Get that moving. Don't let it get stuck in those knees. In those needs. Thank you. All right, other foot. Rotating each toe a few times in each direction. And then pulling the toe away from the foot. And then rotate that whole ankle a few times in each direction. Crank it up, crank it up. Bring the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. Oh yeah. And then between the toes. And then you're going to find a point, hold that for 20 seconds anywhere on the foot. 19. Okay. Brush. All right, under the knee, find a point inside the leg. Hold that for 20 seconds. 12, 11. Okay, good job. Above the knee on the outside of the leg. Hold that for 20 seconds. Good job. Brush, brush. Okay, let's massage those knees. Let's get things moving. Make sure nothing's stuck. Get in there with your thumbs and your fingers. Manipulate those muscles. Not too hard. Massage that calf. Get things moving. Make sure nothing's stuck. Get it all the way into the ankles and out the feet. Some padding. And pat your butt. Get things going in the glutes, on the sides of the legs. Good job, y'all. Make sure you drink plenty of good quality water. L'chaim. To life. Any questions? Anything you'd like to share about class today? Have you had any challenges today? Have you had any breakthroughs today? Do let me know. We've got a few more minutes of class. Thank you for the thumbs up. Monday's class will be at 10:30. I like those little productive mornings. And then next Wednesday, we'll be back to 1:30. I'll be back on here Sunday night for Sunday Night Live at 9 p.m. This Saturday, I will not be at Golden Drops. I will be at a gig in Rome, Georgia. So if anyone is here from Rome, Georgia, and you want me to play another gig out there, let me know. I can do a house party. I can do a street performance. I can do a QiGong class. Give your arms some love as we close out class today. All right, any questions? Keep them coming through if you'd like. We're going to go ahead and do our optional bow to close class out. Thanking all the lineage holders. Let's thank all the teachers. Fill your heart with gratitude and compassion and flexibility and spread this out to the whole entire world with your benevolence. Waterfall of goodness everywhere. All right. What else y'all got to say? All you beautiful angels out there. What else you grateful for today? Feel that gratitude. Feeling gratitude comes with being able to be flexible, being able to have patience. being able to not always get what you want, being able to be forgiving. I feel the love in the air. I don't know about you all. I feel the love. Keep on feeling that love. Keep on percolating with those love receptors, my friends, because the more receptors you have, the more love you can receive through that receptor. You probably have those receptors, they just need to open up because they might be closed. They just need to bloom and bud like the beautiful garden of flowers and fruits and veggies that we are. No questions? The 4 agreements. With clear communication, all of your relationships will change, not only with your partner, but with everyone else. You won't need to make assumptions because everything becomes so clear. This is what I want. This is what you want. If we communicate in this way, our word becomes impeccable. If all humans could communicate in this way with impeccability of the word, there would be no wars, no violence, no misunderstandings. All human problems would be resolved if we could just have good, clear communication. Don't make assumptions. That is the power of flexibility. Knowing that you release the right to know what people want and who people are. You can be open to the truth of the moment being different than what you perceive. And most importantly, you acknowledge that you release your ego's perspective so that you can tap into the deeper intuitive perspective of life that you always have access to opening up. Hasta la vista, my friends. Mwah.